Good morning. Peace upon you all by the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. How are you girls? I hope you are all okay. May Allah bless you all, you and your parents. Today is Tuesday, 9th of February 2021, 27th of Jamad al-Akhir, 1442. Today we are going to work on Unit 4, Fit and Will. Please bring your pupils book and open them on page 45. Write the date and the day up. May Allah bless you all. Okay? Here, we're going to work on reading. Please write the date and the day here. The most important outcomes that we are going to accomplish today are read a text on Health Watch. Then we're going to answer the given questions. Now, before we start, we have these 4 questions. We are going to use them as an introduction to the text. Okay? Now, the first question says, how often do you catch a cold? What do you mean by catch a cold? To get cold, okay? To get a cold. What do you take to stop a cold? We're going to answer these questions. 2. What do you think is good advice for somebody with a stomach virus? 3. Do you know any unusual ways to stop a cold? 4. Do you sometimes feel sick when you travel by car, plane, or ship? Now, the first thing, we're going to tell you what do you mean by catch a cold. Catch a cold, it means to get cold, you know. I think we sometimes get a cold, maybe in winter or once a year. It depends on your body, okay? Now, what do you take to stop a cold? We sometimes drink hot drinks and we sleep a lot because our bodies are very weak, or we're very weak, okay? So that's why we sleep a lot. 2. What do you think is good advice for somebody with a stomach virus? You know, when you feel sick or when you have this stomach virus, what do you mean by feel sick? It means that the food that you have eaten, okay, is going up from your mouth, okay, from your stomach through your mouth, okay? This thing will happen to you when you have this virus stomach. What will you do? I think you shouldn't eat, or you should eat nothing, okay, or less than the usual amount, or have like a plain rice. Drink a lot of water, because you lose a lot of water because of throwing up the food or the water out of your mouth, okay? So you have to drink a lot. Now, 3. Do you know any unusual ways to stop a cold? There is a way that scientists, they said that it's unusual, okay, but it's good for you if you put onions in the room or beside your bed, okay? Onions is very helpful. Number 4, do you sometimes feel sick when you travel by car, plane, or ship? I sometimes have this feel sick, or sometimes I get we will introduce it to you later in the text, seasick, but I try to forget this issue and look at from the window at the beautiful views, or to the nature, for example, anything, and try to forget this feeling, okay? Now, these questions are an introduction to the text, okay? Now, we answered these questions. Number 1, ask and answer these questions. We answered them together. They are on the board. Now, number 2, read these newspaper articles. These are newspaper articles A, B, and C. Match each question in one with one of the 3 articles. After we finish reading these articles, inshallah, we are going to answer this question, okay? Now, we have this newspaper articles. Good Health, Tuesday, July 24th, 2010, okay? Health Watch. This week's news, we have number A, seasick on dry land, and stay at home. Number B, stay at home. Number C, letter of the week. We're going to read them and explain each article, okay? Or each text. Now, first of all, we are going to, Now, First of all, we have seasick on dry land. You are going to know from this text what do you mean by seasick. Okay? Now, look at the first line. Have you ever been on a boat or ship? Look at the picture. This is a picture of ship in the middle of the sea. And what's wrong with the waves? They are going up and down, okay? Now, have you ever been on a boat or a ship? If you have, you probably know about seasickness. What do you mean by seasickness? Listen. You probably know about seasickness. That this is the definition of the seasickness. That terrible feeling caused by going up and down non-stop on the sea. Okay? Sea sickness is what? Feeling terrible. Why? Because of the going up and down, okay? And non-stop from what? From the waves in the sea, okay? But imagine, this is in the sea, but imagine feeling seasick, okay, when you are not at sea. This is, what do they mean? The title, seasick on dry land. You know what does mean dry? It's not wet, okay? Dry land, you know what does mean. Now, this is very important question. We are here. But imagine feeling seasick when you are not at sea, okay? We have this person, Mrs. Jane Hutton. Look at her. Mrs. Jane Hutton has been seasick for the last 4 years. What's wrong with her? She was at sea for 3 days, okay? When she got off the boat, she started to feel seasick and she has never recovered. Okay, we're going to know the meaning of this, the got off, recovered, and give the other meanings later, inshallah. You know, recovered means cured, okay? Now, one unusual thing about her illness is that she only, look at this one, she only feels okay when she is moving in a car. Can you imagine this? She's, in her case, or the thing that is unusual or strange about her illness is that she only feels okay when she's moving in a car. You feel seasick or you feel sick when you move in a car, okay, or in a plane or on a ship or whatever. But this lady, the unusual thing about her that she feels okay when she is moving in a car. She's the opposite, okay? Where is she? Yes, in a car, boat or aeroplane, okay? It's difficult for Mrs. Hutton to work. Why? This is difficult for her. Why? Listen why. Because when she sits at her computer, she feels terrible. Okay? She feels terrible. She cannot stay or sit in one place a long time. Okay? Now, she feels terrible when she sits on her computer and she spends a lot of time, okay? Now, Mrs. Hutton has created a website with information about her illness, okay? She wants people to know about it. This is unusual sickness or illness, sorry. Perhaps one day doctors will find a cure. You know what this means, cure? It means that something like a treatment or something to stop the pain or stop the illness that she has, okay? This is the first text. Talks about a lady. This lady has unusual illness is that she feels okay when she moves or she is moving in a car, in an aeroplane or on a ship. The opposite of others. Many people, when they go on a ship, on an airplane or on a car for long distance, they feel the seasick or they feel sick, okay? Now, this lady, because of her unusual illness, she did something. What did she do? She created a website with information about her illness, and she wants people to know about her illness also. Maybe, perhaps one day, one of the doctors will find a cure, okay, for her or for her illness. Deal? Now let's move to number B. Text B here. Stay at home. What do you mean by this one? What is this? You know that this is a picture of virus. So we're going to talk about what? Now you are going to see. A large number, please follow me with your pencil or your finger. A large number of people have a stomach virus called what? The norovirus. Okay? At the moment, yes, we have this one, especially I think in winter, because it's very cold. Look here. This virus can cause stomach ache. Okay? This virus can cause stomach ache. High temperature. These are the features or the symptoms, الأعراض, for this virus or this stomach ache. Okay? High temperatures and pains in your arms and legs. Okay? Doctors have told patients to what? To stay at home. Okay? For 2 days after the illness has gone. Or at least. Okay? هلا Professor Steve Field says we recommend that patients stay at home. Take paracetamol and drink lots of water. Okay? You know, paracetamol like Panadol, I think the same idea. Okay? It's also important that they wash their hands regularly. What do you mean by regularly? What do you mean? Frequently. Okay? Frequently. The Health Protection Agency. You know we do this. We wash our hands regularly and frequently, and we put the mask, because of the COVID virus nowadays. Okay, this article was in 2010, and these things or that we have to wash our hands frequently in our time. We are in 2021 now. The Health Protection Agency, منظمة الصحة العالمية, has said that this year there are twice as many people with the virus as last year. Maybe the double. Okay, twice as many people with the virus as last year. Yani this year is the number of people who are or who have this illness, they are doubled since last year. Okay, there are between 600,000 and 1 million cases of norovirus in the UK each year. Okay? Any question in this paragraph or in this text? We talked about norovirus. Norovirus, it's a stomach virus that causes to have stomach ache. One of the symptoms of this norovirus or this stomach ache, high temperature, and it causes also stomach ache, pains in your arms and your legs. And the doctors, they recommend to stay at home at least 2 days after the illness has gone. They say you have to stay at home and take paracetamol and drink lots of water. Okay? Now, it's also important, as they said, also very, very important to wash your hands frequently to keep so that you will recover quickly. Okay? Now, as they said, the Health Protection Agency said that year or this year in 2010, the number of people, or we have twice as many people with the virus as or since the last year. The number, I think it was doubled. Okay? There are between 600,000 and 1 million cases of norovirus in the UK each year, at least. Okay? This is text number 2. C. Now we are going to go to article C. This C is a letter of the week. Look at this one. Answered by Dr. Lucy Smith. Dear Lucy, this is a person or a girl or a woman. she's asking this doctor a question. She says, sorry, I've had a bad cold for over a week. I'm taking medicine, but it doesn't do anything. My mom says that chicken soup can help me. Is that true? Now, Sarah Johnson, this is the person who asked the doctor, okay? Now the doctor will answer. Dr. Lucy Smith answers, your mother's cure for a cold is what we call an old wife's remedy. Okay, you took the meaning of remedy. You are going to find it here also. A lot of people think that it is a mad idea, okay, with no scientific basics. But a new study has shown that many of these old wives' remedies, what, do work. And scientists have found out that chicken soup is a great cure for a cold. All kinds of hot soup can help to get rid of a sore throat. And hot soup also helps to kill viruses quickly. So remember to always listen to your mom. Look at this picture. It's it's chicken soup. Okay. Now in this text we discussed that sometimes when you get cold, you don't need to take medicine. You need only to take or to drink hot drinks, to have hot soups. Okay. I think these are more useful to you than the medicine. Okay. Maybe the flu, sometimes you don't need to take antibiotic. It's a flu, رشح. You have to drink hot water, drink hot liquids, drinks, whatever, anything that helps you to cure from your sore throat. Okay. Now, the question was, her mom. She asked her mom that. She said that her mom says that chicken soup is more useful and it will help you to cure quickly. Okay, it's much better than the medicine. She asked the doctor. The doctor answered her and she said that they call this kind of cure old wives' remedy. They said that people used to say that these are mad ideas. They are not correct ideas. But I think that in new study they said that old wives' remedy do work, and scientists have found that chicken soup is a great cure for you and can help you to get rid of. What do you mean by get rid of? To get off of the illness, okay, or of the cold. Okay. Now all kinds of hot soup can help to get rid of a sore throat, and hot soup also helps to kill viruses quickly. So remember to always listen to your moms. These are the 3 texts. Now I'm going to answer the question number 2, then we're going to go down under the text. Question number 2 says, read these newspaper articles, match each questions in one with one of the 3 articles. Number 1, they answered in your book it as C. Question, look at me, match each question in one with one of the 3 articles. Question number 1 was what? How often do you catch a cold? What do you take to stop a cold? This is, of course, which one? With what? With article C, correct? She was talking about a cold. Now, number 2, what do you think is good advice for somebody with a stomach virus? Which one? Which article do you think is about? I think number 2 goes with what? With B. Question 2. Sorry. Question 2. Question 2. Number 2 goes with B. Okay? Is it clear for you? No. Question 2 goes with article B. Question 3. Do you know any unusual ways to stop a cold? Which article was talking about cold? I think it's what? It's C. So you're going to write here 3C. Number 4. Question 4. Do you sometimes feel sick when you travel by car, plane, or ship? Which one? Which article? I think it's what? It's A. So you're going to write here A. Okay? Now, 1 minute please. I want to write something. Do you sometimes feel sick? Okay. Now, we have exam success. I'm going to leave it for tomorrow to answer the questions. Okay. This is all for today. Thank you very much for being with me. Please try to read the text again by yourself, and because we're going to answer question 3, 4 together inshallah. Okay, and we're going to read exam success on page 151. Thank you very much. Today we have answered the introduction questions, the 4 questions. We read the text and we read the 3 articles. We summarized each one, and we answered question number 1 and 2. May Allah bless you all. We accomplished our important outcomes. Thank you very much for being with me today. See you inshallah tomorrow, and goodbye. Thank you very much.